Tarzan Dan. Yo, what do you know? We got TV's hypest video show, Fresh It in the Flesh. The best videos a week to make you freak. It's the hit list. I'll be eyeballing for you on the hit list.
Choose the best, forget the rest. Saturdays at 6.
On YTV.
Tarzan Dan!
What's going on, Snit? It's been so long! Where are you
All
anyway?
these years!
Oh my God. Where are you?
In space. That's where they left me back in 1998. I've been here ever since. Launched me out there.
How's the housing prices up there? You know, because if you're on Earth, it sucks.
Well, if I'm in orbit anywhere near Toronto, it goes way up. But then it goes really good if you're somewhere around just past London or Chatham, Ontario, then it's fine.
No,
Same with Calgary, very expensive.
True. Actually, Calgary isn't terribly expensive. You got to remember that we also don't have tax. We only have GST, right? So, and when you buy a house here in Alberta, you don't pay the crazy taxes that you have to. So, you know, I think to actually do a sale is like $250 to file the paperwork instead of what you guys go through over there. So.
Oh yeah, or even up here in space, it's really expensive.
Sorry. Yeah.
We have funny thing is, there's all kinds of room up here. They still charge me a fortune.
Did you hear? Well, here's the thing. NASA announced this morning, or it was in the last couple of days, that there's going to be internet on the moon. So, you know what? This is why you're probably getting the signal. They're probably testing it out right now.
There you go. Well, gee, that is kind of loony, if pardon the pun.
Because can you imagine if you get all the way up there, or you're flying around and then you land on the moon, and then all of a sudden you can't remember your password?
There you go.
If you're not watching people eating Tide Pods, is the internet real? You know, when it comes to it, like the whole aspect of social media, like if you're not doing something fully stupid like balancing on milk crates, because you know, back in the day you used to put records in those, but after they got rid of records, and now of course with records coming back and being so popular in LPs and vinyl, they're going to need those milk crates. They can't break them.
That's it. You know, somebody's got to uncancel his media at some point. Now, watch, DVDs and Blu-ray are going to come back because, oh, hey, you know what? We were making money off of that. We should try it again. Yeah.
It's like, it's so funny to go into my basement and my storage area and see all this old technology that still works. And it's one of those things where to transfer stuff over. It was funny when I was getting old episodes of the hit list and I wanted to grab a Spice Girls interview or something like that. And I had VHS and I'm putting it in the machine, praying that it works and doesn't get eaten, you know, and I have it plugged into my computer, hoping that it'll recognize it. And technology nowadays is pretty cool. I mean, I think it's pretty great, but, at the same time, there are a lot of outfits I wore in the first year of the hit list that, you know, never, ever should see the light of day. And yet, for some reason, the internet thinks it's funny.
They're probably right. I wanted to ask you, all these years, and I was just sort of stuck in that, studio day and night. How did you get the name Tarzan Dan? Besides your name.
This is a silly kind of incident. What happened was I was working in radio in Calgary at the time, and a bunch of us radio guys went out for a night out to have some fun, and we met all kinds of people that had listened to the radio shows and stuff like that, and met somebody that said, "Oh, your show is Untamed. It's crazy. It's like a jungle." And I said, "Oh, what's in the jungle?" Off the top of my head, and it was like lions and tigers and cheetahs. And as soon as they said cheetah, I went, Tarzan Dan, nice to meet you. And it was one of those things that was just kind of off the top of my head. Didn't really think of anything about it. And then one of the announcers the next day on the air, actually, as he was throwing his show to me, He says, by the way, we're changing your name. And I'm like, what do you mean? He goes, from now on, you're going to be known as Tarzan Dan. Last night we told the story, and he goes, from now on, it's Tarzan Dan or Tarzan Dan Freeman. And so anyways, I adopted the name, and it just stuck, and then it became Tarzan Dan Freeman again in Vancouver when I was there. And then when I moved to Toronto, they shortened it to Tarzan Dan on the radio, and then Tarzan Dan when I did Rock and Talk with Laurie Hibbert. And then I auditioned, right? And then I auditioned for the hit list along with every person who is God's gift to the human race. And whatever reason, they brought me back for callbacks, and was fortunate enough to be given the opportunity to talk to the entire country and corrupt them as a generation.
And you corrupted them so well. You did great.
Yeah.
Oh,
well, somebody had to. We didn't have the internet back then, right?
Well, I was just going to say, who gets to come up with their own nickname and then it sticks?
When we were doing YTV, that was what was really crazy. Is we were what social media was. We were influencers. We were the ones who were telling people what music to listen to, or what shows were cool, or telling them, what fashions were hideous at that time, but unfortunately, the shoulder pads were in, and you look like a walking Rorschach test, as in my case, in this one particular video that seems to show up from season 1 all the time, and you're just wishing that there was a small fire in a bin somewhere so that it never came back to see the light of day.
You're not the only one. I remember seeing these old hairspray Muskoka haircuts with some of the PJs.
Right. Oh my God. Or you go back and look at what Alanis looked like on You Can't Do That on television. And then in her early years, you remember in her early years, like with Never Too Hot, Never Too Cold, like that. And that time, and I have a couple of videos and clips of her when she was like totally a pop artist. I just remember that it kind of was one of those things where she went away and then came back, and Jagged Little Pill came out, and she was this beast of awesome music. And
she really was. Well, she became the real thing. I mean, I mean, she's like one of the faces of the 90s for sure, and beyond. Oh my God.
I can't even remember how many millions of albums that sold, but I think she had made a deal, and then you're going to have to correct me if I'm wrong, but I think she made a deal with Madonna, because Madonna's label put the album out, that she would get $1 for every cassette or CD sold, and she sold millions on that album. Yeah, and then the next album did well too. But her deal was, just basically take a chance on me. You know what do you got to lose? So Madonna got rich off it too, right? So
right, of course, because it costs more than $1.
That's for sure. I remember when we did the hit list CDs, volume 1 and volume 2.
I remember those.
And they sold really, really well here in Canada. We did around 100,000 for each. Nowhere in the numbers, but do you really?
I do. In my shelf.
No kidding. Oh my God.
It's in the assorted section of that hit list and a few other assorted things,
I actually have a copy of both, and that's it. Only one copy. And then I have if I ever wanted to play a copy if I ever lost it, there's an award that they gave me for the hit list CD. From the record label, and I could always just peel that out of the award and put it in a CD player. And people are like, "What's a CD player?" That's something you used to burn music. That's right. You used to set fire to your stereo and burn music. Isn't it when you think of some of the terms nowadays, and if they hear it for the first time? I've seen some of those videos where kids will be given a dial telephone, and they're like, "How do you use this, man?" And right, and they're like,
"Mail a letter."
Oh, exactly.
In the 20s, mail a letter.
Well, here's the thing. This is what really blows me away, and I think it's really cool about YTV and what we created and what we were part of. The hit list did 66,000 pieces of mail a year. Is that crazy? That's mail-ins, because we would do the if you see me swing through a video, write down what it is, send it in, you can win surprises. So every single letter I would take home, the crew would sort the letters, so they'd probably take out the hate mail and the mail that went, why does the camera move so much? And then they would give me all the rest of it, and I'd go home with stacks of mail, sit and watch Hockey Night in Canada, and write back to every kid that wrote in. And so what blows me away is that, first of all, we made YTV poor almost every year because of the amount of mail that we did. Yeah. But the fact that after that, mail slowly became obsolete. But if you talk to celebrities to this day, what blows me away is when I run into somebody like Nelly Furtado or Avril Lavigne or Rain Maida from Our Lady Peace, or any of these people, or Nickelback, or any of these people who at the time when Hit List was it were watching, because they were kids in Canada, right? And all of them, most of them have said, oh my God, and I have your postcard still. And I'm like, what? It's in a box somewhere in the basement. I'm like, oh my God.
That's really cool. Yeah, see, that's it. Like you said, influencer. Wow.
I think that you and I should be on the Canadian Walk of Fame. You, me, Phil, Paul, Ashna, all of us. They should just do one slab that people can step on. With all our names.
They have a Walk of Fame in Canada?
Yeah, in Toronto.
Yeah. I was thinking it'd be like Tober Mori and they make you walk off the end.
That's it, right in. It's like, no, it's outside of the Jack Singer Concert Hall, I think. I may be wrong. You'd have to Google it. I know the internet's a little slow up there, so.
Well, they tend to give it more to humans, so probably you, Phil, will get one eventually.
You're an icon, man. You're an icon. I just love the fact that you're back and that we were able to find you. Because the fact that you were, completely incommunicado and we just didn't even know where you had gone, and now this, mess of purple, bulbous purple, is back in the media spotlight, and just like a giant booger in the eye of everyone watching.
Absolutely. That's where I've always placed myself. Or under tables, too.
That, too. It's a good place to sleep. Trust me. I've been there before. and rent is cheap. So
yes. Show business.
Not that I would actually show it, because, when we shot Hit List, and it was so early in the morning, because we would do it live to tape, right? And so our call time was, I think, 7 in the morning. And I lived outside the city, so I would drive into the YTV studios, and I'd be there, and I'd be like, "Oh my God, I'm so tired." And so I would actually, I'd go into our office and crash under the desk for, 40 minutes or an hour, and then wake up and then go get my makeup done and get ready to go. It's a true story. So, been there, done that.
Man, that big giant bullpen of YTV, the production was just something. Everybody knew everybody. It was like WKRP except TV.
Yeah, it just, the people were what made the place. The funny thing is to this day, I think I keep in contact more with people from YTV than any other part of my career, simply because everybody's gone on to something or done something, or, somebody like Ashna, for instance, she's got a production company in LA, and so if you keep in contact, maybe one of these days somebody will hire you or something,
Maybe.
If you
I actually worked for Jason Hopley on a couple of shows. Warren Snit working for Warren Grog. Figure that one out. Yeah.
Is that crazy? And I love, what? I have always wanted to have a Snit and a Warren Grog t-shirt. I think that they would be really cool. Those are iconic t-shirts.
That's true. You guys have the same one. Yeah.
It's just a good idea.
Yeah,
I
I
scratch my head when I said idea. There you go.
NFTs, snit NFTs.
Oh, there you go. Or birthday greetings. People can hire you to do birthday greetings, and then you send them an NFT card too. How cool is that idea? There you go.
They can just pay me in vodka.
If that's what it takes, I don't know where it
That's
was.
what it would take for me to do birthday greetings.
Oh. Well, I can suggest a couple of really good vodkas. Actually, let's talk vodka for 2 seconds. Have you ever tried Svedka?
Oh, is that
Is that the Finnish? The one from Finland?
Yes.
Yes, I have a bottle right now. Not on me, but you know.
No, they did a blind taste test with that and Grey Goose, and it actually won.
Wow, it's pretty darn good.
And it's a lot cheaper than Grey Goose. Not that Grey Goose isn't good. It's just there you go. So yeah. Again, what hole do you put it in?
Well, I just pour it into the tank. Just goes directly into the tank.
So because we're here and we're hanging out and it's been forever, you remember that on the hit list we broke the Backstreet Boys, right? I mean,
Yes.
they were huge and massive in Canada. One of the things I get asked all the time is, do you hang out with them or you still talk to them? The answer is yes. Actually, when they were live doing their concert across Canada, they were playing Vancouver and they were playing Edmonton, but they weren't playing Calgary. And so I got talking to them and I said, look, I live at a lake. You want to come and hang out and go wake surfing? And so anyways, I'll put up a picture here for you so you can see it. It's me and the Backstreet Boys on the boat because they dropped by. Isn't that crazy? We had barbecue. Yeah. So I figured that if we're going to say goodbye, maybe we need to sing like Backstreet's Back or something together, because just for old times.
I don't recommend me singing because I'm
Come on, everybody, rock your body. Come on. Backstreet's back. Just say all right.
All right.
There you go. See, there you go. Oh, by the way, look at this. Da, da, da.
Yeah.
There you go.
Snit
All
list.
right.
That's
Get
you
it?
want to do the snit
Oh
list.
my God. Oh my
New
God.
show. New show.
Oh my God, dude. Oh my God, yes. What a brilliant idea. How did we ever think of this? Did you not, was it you or was it Warren that took over the hit list one time and tied me up?
That was probably Warren. That was on that New Year's special.
Right. And yeah, because I couldn't remember if it was you or him, and I ended up being tied up with duct tape over my mouth. But the
That was
snit list
great.
would have been perfect. Oh my God.
The snit
Man.
list.
Oh man, that's brilliance right there. Maybe we're gonna have to do like a top 5 list or a top 10 list of our favorite Tarzan Dan snit songs, and we'll call it the snit list. That would be really cool. We should do that. So this will not be the last time we talk, I think.
That's right. Next time it's the snit list with Tarzan Dan.
You know what? It'd be really cool to do up a logo with a snit right here, and then it'd say the snit list with Tarzan Dan. We should do up a shirt. That would be really
I bet you
cool.
that would sell big time.
I bet it would.
Nuts.
Oh my God! Right? We could actually do that. We could travel the Comic Cons together. That would be really cool. And I know Phil does them, so Phil could be there, talk to you. People could ask you questions. This would be kind of a cool idea. I can see many good things coming from it. The snit list, exactly. The snit list with Tarzan Dan.
There we
we
go.
I
go.
love it. All
We should have
right.
done it back in the day, even, right?
I'm thinking the same. We went to England and we did the Brit list a couple of times. So why would we have not thought the one thing that rhymes with it is snit? Oh my God.
Proprietary IP. Yeah, there you go.
There you go. It was maybe the vodka. That's what it was. We're
That's
thinking
it.
straight.
Keep pouring it in the tank and I get numbed.
Numb. Well, listen, it's been a great time. I have had such a fun time, and thank you again. And let's do one of those lists.
We will.
We definitely will.
Promise.
All right.
Yes.
Talk to you soon, bud.
All right.
All right.